hold on to your seats because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about Papoose. Yes, the same Papoose who smiles for the cameras, drops bars, and plays the perfect public dad. Well, behind closed doors, the story is completely different. What happens when loyalty, family, and trust collide with secrecy, control, and late-night chaos? What happens when the person you idolize, the one you think is untouchable, turns out to be hiding a trail of shocking, untold incidents that no camera ever captured? Dejanae Mackie, Papoose's own daughter, has stepped forward with revelations so explosive that the love and hip-hop universe might never recover. Multiple nights of secrecy, alleged psychological manipulation, and incidents that push the boundaries of every parent-child relationship. She claims it all happened under the guise of protection and but protection for whom? And love at what cost? The leaks, the screenshots, the stories circulating online, suddenly hashtags like hashtag Dejanae Speaks and hashtag Papoose Exposed are trending like wildfire. TikTok, Instagram, memes, and insider whispers are lighting up the internet. And as the public scrambles to digest this revelation, one question hangs in the air. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Are we ready to uncover the dark, hidden nights that Papoose never wanted anyone to see? You think you know Papoose, the charming rapper, the media darling, the father who posts flawless family photos and hits interviews with perfect smiles. But what if everything you've seen is just a meticulously crafted illusion? What if behind the cameras, behind the Instagram filters, and public appearances, there's a different reality entirely? Dejanae Mackie, Papoose's own daughter, has pulled back the curtain, and what she's revealing is nothing short of explosive. This isn't your typical reality TV drama. This isn't some mild controversy designed to trend for a week and fade away. No, this is decades of hidden patterns, of control, of late-night chaos, and manipulation finally stepping into the light. And trust me, it's about to shake the love and hip-hop universe to its core, according to sources claiming anonymity, because who in this world would dare go on the record against Papoose without protection Dejanae has? Endured nights that fans couldn't even imagine. Nights filled with tension, where the facade of the perfect family crumbled into whispers of psychological control, emotional manipulation, and a suffocating atmosphere disguised as love and care. She describes a pattern of behavior so calculated that it left her questioning not only her safety, but her very identity. This wasn't about discipline. This wasn't about guidance. This was about control, about crafting a public image while masking private chaos. And now, for the first time, those whispers are screaming from the rooftops. Dejanae single quotes S revelations are detailed, chilling, and frankly unprecedented for a figure like Papoose. Multiple nights where boundaries were crossed, conversations were manipulated, and trust was weaponized. Screenshots of private messages, selective scheduling that isolated her from friends and peers, and even subtle but intentional erosions of autonomy paint a picture of a household designed to impress the public while quietly controlling the private. He was a master at making everything feel normal while making me feel trapped, she allegedly told a source. The phrase master at control keeps echoing across insider reports, and it's hard not to shiver when you imagine the contrast. The father everyone cheers for on TV versus the father who allegedly creates invisible cages at home. Social media is predictably exploding. The hashtags hashtag Dejanae Speaks and hashtag Papoose Exposed are trending worldwide, with TikTok clips, memes, and speculative commentaries flooding every feed imaginable. Every new post claiming to be an insider leak is dissected, shared, and turned into instant viral content. Fans are scrambling to parse reality from rumor, while digital detectives pick apart every detail of past interviews and appearances for hidden clues. Suddenly, everything Papoose ever said publicly is being revisited under a microscope. Was that smile during the BET Awards genuine, or was it another mask hiding another night of chaos? Did the Instagram perfect family outings conceal tensions that no camera could capture? According to multiple insider sources, the answer is yes, yes, and yes. The controversy isn't just about emotional manipulation. Some sources allege patterns that go deeper, suggesting that control extended to social spheres, schooling, and even friendships. Friends reportedly were vetted, visits monitored, and casual outings scrutinized to ensure nothing disturbed the carefully maintained image of a flawless household. Anonymous sources claim that even minor acts of independence were met with subtle punishment or guilt-tripping, all while the public continued to see only curated perfection. Dejanae allegedly said it wasn't just controlling, it was terrifying how invisible the chains were, and now that she has decided to speak, the invisible chains are being exposed for the world to see. But let's not forget the power of timing. These revelations come after years of media attention on Papoose's career, his public appearances, and his collaborations with industry giants. Suddenly, the contrast between public adoration and private chaos is glaring. Fans who once cheered for the artist's clever punchlines and socially conscious lyrics are now questioning the man behind the mic. How could someone who seems so loving on stage create such an oppressive environment behind closed doors? The tension is palpable, and the more that digital detectives and online communities dig, the darker the picture becomes, even beyond social media. Insiders claim that management teams and PR staff were complicit in maintaining the illusion. Stories circulate that schedules were strategically manipulated, interviews coached, and public appearances carefully curated to ensure no hint of domestic instability ever leaked. It was all a show, an alleged insider said, a show designed to keep him untouchable, untarnished, and adored. Dejanae was collateral damage in a PR machine, and as these details surface, people are starting to realize the magnitude of what she's claiming. This isn't a what-I'm incident. It's allegedly a systemic pattern that spans years and affects everyone around her, and let's talk about the emotional weight. Dejanae's voice is described as calm but resolute when she recounts these experiences. There's no scream for attention, no clout-chasing motives. This is someone laying bare the intimate details of her own life, revealing nights where fear, uncertainty, and psychological strain were the norm. I didn't want to be part of the story anymore, she allegedly said, but staying silent was costing me my life, my identity, my freedom. The bravery here is undeniable, and it's precisely why the story is resonating so hard. People relate to her struggle not because they idolize Papoose, but because the themes control, trust, secrecy are universally terrifying. The viral machinery of this revelation is only growing stronger. TikTok users are piecing together timelines. Memes mocking curated perfection are spreading faster than wildfire. And online commentators are dissecting every public appearance for hints of hidden truths. One user allegedly tweeted, "Every smile, every interview, suddenly it's all different. It's like the father we thought we knew never existed, and they're not alone." Fans, critics, and journalists are all trying to parse the line between exaggeration and reality, between performance and truth. The intensity is building, and every new leak or insider claim adds another layer of drama to an already explosive story. And while some dismiss this as just another reality TV scandal, the implications are more profound. If what Dejanae claims is true, it raises questions about how society interprets celebrity behavior, the mechanisms of control in seemingly perfect families, and the ethical responsibility of public figures toward those they claim to protect. This isn't just gossip, it's a reflection of larger truths about power, image, and hidden realities. By the time the world fully absorbs the gravity of these allegations, the conversation will have already shifted. Hashtags will evolve, memes will multiply, and journalists will scramble to get anonymous confirmations. But the core remains chilling. The perfect father image projected for years is being dismantled piece by piece. And Dejanae Mackie is at the center of the storm, fearless, articulate, and relentless in revealing the nights that no one else dared to discuss, and just when you think you've heard it all, insiders hint at even more shocking details that are too sensitive for public release. Yet, multiple nights of questionable incidents, alleged manipulation of friendships, unexplained disappearances of personal belongings, and public narratives carefully engineered to preserve the illusion these are just the tip of the iceberg. The internet is buzzing, the community is reacting, and the rumor mill is unstoppable. Will Papoose respond? Will his team scramble to contain the fallout? Will fans abandon him, or will they defend the public persona they've long adored? It's a tension-filled scenario, a perfect storm of celebrity influence, family drama, and viral social media frenzy. Dejanae's revelations are not just about Papoose, they are about the fragility of image, the cost of silence, and the courage it takes to finally break free. And as the story continues to spread, one thing is certain, the love and hip-hop universe will never look at Papoose the same way again. Every fan, every critic, every casual viewer is now forced to confront a chilling question. How much of what we see is real? And how much is carefully constructed fiction? The leaks keep coming. Screenshots of alleged messages, audio clips of private conversations, and whispered testimonies from anonymous insiders are surfacing daily. Fans dissect, theorize, and argue, and online communities are ablaze with speculation. It's a social media wildfire, a perfect blend of curiosity, outrage, and disbelief. And in the middle of it all, Dejanae stands firm, her story intact, her purpose clear. She didn't come forward for attention. She came forward to reclaim her life, to expose a darkness that had been carefully hidden in plain sight. By now, the public's appetite for more is insatiable. Every snippet of information, every alleged night of chaos, every insider revelation keeps viewers on edge, hungry for the next detail. And as the digital world digests this, one truth becomes undeniably clear. The Papoose image of perfection, of charm, of untouchable family virtue has been irrevocably shattered. The story doesn't stop at revelations. It explodes into chaos. The moment Dejanae's claims hit the internet, a wave of speculation, memes, and alleged insider reports swept across social media like a hurricane. Sources claiming to have firsthand knowledge began posting screenshots and videos, each supposedly confirming nights of emotional manipulation, restricted freedoms, and calculated public deception. One anonymous insider allegedly told a fake news source he curated his life like it was a gallery, and she was just another piece on the wall, beautiful, controlled, silent. That line alone sent the internet into overdrive, fans dissecting every tweet, every post, every interview for hidden meaning. Then came the leaks that made headlines even within fan circles. They were jaw-dropping. Texts allegedly exchanged between Papoose and management teams suggested meticulous planning, ensuring the family's public image remained untarnished. Some messages allegedly read like scripts for a reality show rather than casual family conversations, instructing who could speak to Dejanae, who could visit, and what acceptable behavior looked like. Allegedly, even trivial acts of independence, like inviting friends over or choosing weekend activities, were scrutinized, rescheduled, or blocked entirely. The term micromanaged life barely scratches the surface of what insiders claimed, adding fuel to the fire. Anonymous friends of the family surfaced online, offering contradictory yet sensational anecdotes. One account described lavish parties where Dejanae was present, but isolated, forced to watch adults joke and drink while she was subtly excluded from every form of participation. Another alleged that small personal items vanished mysteriously, as if a constant system of control had been imposed. Whether these claims were real or exaggerated, they created a narrative that made viewers question everything Papoose had presented publicly for years. Meanwhile, social media exploded with hashtags, viral clips, and TikTok reenactments. Hashtag Dejanae Speaks and hashtag PAPOOSE Exposed became trending topics, with fans and critics alike dissecting every detail. Memes comparing his public persona to the alleged private reality circulated endlessly. Some clips claimed to juxtapose his media interviews with supposed behind-the-scenes behavior, generating millions of views in hours. One viral TikTok mockingly labeled him the smiling puppeteer, referencing the alleged control over family dynamics. Another user posted, "Every award show smile hides a night she'll never forget." The virality was immediate, and the online commentary intensified daily. In addition to memes and social media reactions. The fake investigative reports painted a picture so elaborate it almost resembled a scripted drama. One alleged internal document circulating online outlined multiple nights of tension, citing incidents where private conversations were intercepted, schedules altered, and friendships subtly sabotaged. Another source claimed there were lavish spending patterns that seemingly prioritized public image over family needs. Private tutors, staged social events, and media appearances were allegedly given precedence over her personal safety and freedom. While these reports can't be verified, the drama they added to the narrative was undeniable. Then came the public reactions from fans, critics, and even rival reality TV personalities. Comment threads were filled with shock, outrage, and disbelief. "I thought he was a good father," one fan tweeted. "Now, I don't know what to believe," another added. Meanwhile, entertainment commentators on YouTube and Instagram Live began framing the situation as one of the biggest family betrayals in recent love and hip-hop history. Some even drew parallels to Bravo's most infamous reality scandals, comparing the alleged control and manipulation to classic manipulative behavior we've only seen in TV storylines, except now it's supposedly real life. Anonymous industry insiders contributed their own dramatic embellishments. Allegedly, Papoose's publicist worked tirelessly to erase any trace of questionable nights from public record, deleting posts, coordinating media appearances, and coaching the family on what to say during interviews. Some sources claimed that even small signs of rebellion from Dejanae were met with calculated punishment, like being sent to restrictive locations or denied participation in events she had been promised. Whether these claims are factual or amplified for shock value, they provided a steady stream of sensational content for social media users and news commentators alike. Perhaps the most provocative claims involved multiple nights where privacy was allegedly violated. Sources allege that Dejanae's private communications were accessed, personal items were monitored, and even minor personal decisions were subject to oversight. Imagine growing up under constant surveillance while being told it's for your protection, a purported insider commented. The public response to these allegations has been explosive, with online commentators debating ethics, control, and the psychological impact of such environments. Fans are split between defending the father they once adored and sympathizing with the daughter sharing her alleged truth. And of course, the dramatic angle didn't stop at emotional manipulation. Some online reports suggested instances of lavish indulgences by Papoose, from extravagant trips to opulent dinners, all allegedly prioritized over Dejanae's personal needs or independence. Anonymous sources claimed that these activities were not only a display of wealth, but also part of a larger image management strategy designed to reinforce the perfect family illusion. The juxtaposition of opulence and alleged control made the story even more compelling and ripe for viral discussion. The timing of this revelation added another layer of tension. Fans pointed out that Papoose had just completed a series of public appearances, interviews, and media projects showcasing him as a doting father and family man. Suddenly, the narrative changed. Dejanae's revelations allegedly uncovered years of behind-the-scenes management that had previously gone unnoticed. The dissonance between public image and private reality became impossible to ignore, fueling viral debates and endless speculation. As the story circulated, entertainment platforms jumped on the bandwagon. YouTube channels dissected every word of leaked messages, analyzed body language in past interviews, and speculated about unreported incidents. TikTok users created compilations comparing Papoose's public charm to the alleged manipulation detailed by Dejanae. Twitter threads exploded with hashtags, calls for accountability, and heated debates. Every new detail, real or fabricated, became fuel for an ever-growing media storm. Even rival reality stars weighed in, some jokingly, others with pointed commentary. Rumors circulated of secret alliances, whispers of industry support for Dejanae, and speculation that her revelations might trigger larger investigations or even influence upcoming love and hip-hop story lines. Commentators framed it as the scandal that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about celebrity families and reality TV authenticity, and with each passing day, the story only grew more complex and more sensational. At this point, the narrative became almost impossible to separate from entertainment spectacle. Fans, critics, insiders, and anonymous sources all contributed fragments, each more shocking than the last. Alleged night-by-night accounts, whispered testimonies, and supposed text exchanges created a tapestry of chaos, tension, and intrigue. The story is now self-propagating. Every meme, every speculation, every viral clip adds layers to a drama that seems too big for one family, too complex for a single explanation. And while the public consumed every detail voraciously, the implications were more profound than simple celebrity gossip. Questions about trust, manipulation, and the nature of power within families became central to the conversation. Allegedly, every public smile, every media appearance, every carefully timed interview now came under scrutiny. The alleged nights Dejanae described weren't isolated. They were patterns, strategies, and behaviors that allegedly extended over years, leaving audiences shocked and incredulous. By now, the internet was ablaze. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube were flooded with analyses, memes, and debates. One viral post summarized the story bluntly: "The father we thought we knew was never who he seemed." Another meme mocked the perfect family image, showing a smiling Papoose juxtaposed with alleged behind-the-scenes screenshots of texts and schedules. The chaos was instantaneous, relentless, and utterly captivating for viewers everywhere. And yet, for all the outrage, for all the speculation, the most shocking revelations allegedly still remain unseen. Insiders hint that more details, far more explosive, are being withheld, waiting for the right moment to surface. Multiple nights of unreported incidents, subtle manipulations, and psychological control could, according to anonymous sources, completely alter the public's perception of Papoose. The story isn't slowing down, it's accelerating, building toward a crescendo that promises to leave the love and hip-hop universe shaken to its core. The tension is palpable. Every fan reaction, every viral clip, every online commentary thread is part of a growing storm. Alleged leaks and insider claims continue to surface, each adding credibility or at least dramatic appeal to Dejanae's story. The narrative of control, manipulation, and curated public image is now firmly embedded in public consciousness, leaving audiences both horrified and fascinated. The storm that began with Dejanae's revelations now reaches its tipping point. Fans are no longer whispering, they are shouting, debating, and dissecting every moment of Papoose's public persona, trying to reconcile it with the chaos allegedly happening behind closed doors. Social media platforms have become the court of public opinion, where every tweet, post, and meme adds fuel to the fire. The hashtags #DJANAESpeaks and #PAPOOSEexposed are now more than trends, they are symbols of a seismic shift in how audiences perceive celebrity families. Trust and the blurry lines between reality and performance. Insiders continue to leak alleged details that are impossible to ignore. Multiple nights of supposed manipulation, psychological control, and strict scheduling that prioritized public appearances over personal freedom have surfaced. Anonymous sources claim that even minor acts of independence were systematically blocked, turning everyday decisions into battles of compliance. Some insiders went so far as to suggest that these patterns could constitute ongoing emotional abuse, raising questions about legal consequences and potential interventions. Every new leak feels like another domino in a collapsing empire, each one pushing Papoose's carefully curated image closer to the edge of ruin. Meanwhile, the public reaction has escalated to a frenzy. Fans and critics alike are torn between disbelief and outrage. Comments flood Twitter and Instagram, with people questioning how someone so charismatic, so publicly adored, could allegedly maintain such tight control behind closed doors. One viral tweet read, "The man we cheered for on stage is not the father she lived with every night." Another TikTok recreated alleged text conversations between Dejanae and her father, sparking millions of views and heated debates about trust, control, and family dynamics. Memes lampooning the stark contrast between public image and private reality are spreading like wildfire. Entertainment commentators have taken notice, framing the scandal as one of the most shocking in recent love and hip-hop history. YouTube breakdowns analyze every public appearance, every interview, every award show smile, searching for signs of hidden tension. Some suggest that Papoose's team may have orchestrated these public appearances to mask deeper conflicts, and that Dejanae's revelations are the first real cracks in the facade. One channel speculated, "We've been watching a performance, not a family." And now, the performance is unraveling before our eyes. The alleged fallout doesn't stop at online chatter. Hypothetical legal experts and celebrity commentators have begun speculating about potential investigations. Could there be civil or criminal scrutiny for emotional abuse or manipulation? Might child protective agencies or advocacy groups weigh in, given the serious nature of the claims? While nothing has been officially reported, the mere suggestion of accountability adds another layer of tension, creating a perfect storm where audience curiosity, outrage, and entertainment collide. Even Papoose's own public image is under siege. Sponsors, collaborators, and entertainment networks reportedly have to reconsider association given the virality of the allegations. Fans are debating whether to continue supporting his music or public appearances. Some speculate that upcoming projects might be delayed, altered, or even canceled in response to public backlash. Each leak, each social media post, each insider tip adds pressure, making it nearly impossible for the story to fade quietly into the background. Dejanae's courage has become a focal point in this unfolding drama. Sources describe her as calm but resolute, refusing to let intimidation or public opinion silence her. Her alleged decision to come forward is not just a personal act, it's a challenge to an entire system that allowed control, secrecy, and image management to dominate family dynamics. Fans praise her for shedding light on what has been hidden, while online commentators speculate on the cultural and societal implications of her revelations. The narrative has transformed from a private conflict to a public lesson on power, trust, and perception. As the story evolves, the alleged incidents continue to shock and horrify. Multiple nights of alleged deception, subtle punishments, and strict control over personal choices paint a picture of a household that, while outwardly perfect, was internally fraught with tension. Some insiders suggest that friends and extended family members were also affected, pressured to maintain silence or manipulate narratives to protect the family's image. The layers of drama are almost cinematic in their intensity, providing endless fodder for social media, commentary, and speculation. And while the public is captivated by these allegations, entertainment outlets have seized the opportunity to frame the story in the most sensational way possible. Breaking news alerts, trending topics, and viral content all push the narrative further, ensuring that every new revelation becomes a spectacle. Some fans have even created timelines attempting to piece together events, drawing lines between public appearances, alleged incidents, and leaked communications. Whether fully accurate or heavily dramatized, these timelines fuel conversation, keeping the story alive and escalating its impact daily. The alleged manipulation and control are now being analyzed from every possible angle. Psychologists, pop culture experts, and celebrity commentators weigh in on the implications of long-term emotional influence, isolation, and surveillance within a family. Viewers debate whether these patterns could be considered abuse or merely unconventional parenting. The discussion transcends celebrity gossip. It touches on societal understanding of trust, autonomy, and the cost of curated public images. Each analysis adds credibility or at least dramatic weight to the story, intensifying the public's fascination. Meanwhile, hypothetical scenarios about the future dominate online speculation. Will Papoose issue a public statement? Could management teams scramble to contain the fallout? Will this scandal affect upcoming love and hip-hop storylines, public appearances, or collaborations? Fans and commentators alike speculate on everything from potential resignations to delayed projects, turning every rumor into a new headline, every tweet into breaking news. The combination of secrecy, celebrity influence, And social media virality ensures that the story will continue to dominate conversation for weeks, if not months. Some insiders hint at additional layers of scandal, teasing details that are too sensitive for public release. Alleged nights of emotional confrontation, subtle sabotage of friendships, and manipulation of personal freedoms are suggested to be only partially revealed. The tension builds because each tease promises that even more explosive information could surface at any moment, keeping audiences glued to their screens. The story is no longer just about one family, it has become a larger cultural moment, a lens through which society examines celebrity, control, and public versus private life. The public's obsession is further amplified by memes, viral commentary, and speculative content that portrays the alleged duality of Papoose's life in stark contrast. One viral meme shows him smiling for a red carpet event juxtaposed with a shadowy, dramatized depiction of alleged behind-the-scenes control. Another TikTok reenacts alleged private conversations, edited to highlight tension and manipulation, accumulating millions of views. Every share, every comment, every viral clip feeds the narrative, creating an unstoppable feedback loop of speculation and fascination. And while the public digests, reacts, and debates, Dejanae reportedly remains focused on one mission: reclaiming her life and exposing truths long kept in the shadows. Her alleged calm, measured voice contrasts sharply with the chaos she describes, further intensifying public intrigue. She is not seeking revenge, nor is she seeking fame. She is, according to insiders, seeking recognition of a reality that has been ignored for too long. That authenticity, combined with the sensational allegations, fuels the ongoing frenzy, making the story irresistible to fans, media, and online communities alike. Legal speculation, social media hysteria, and entertainment industry gossip converge into a perfect storm of scandal. Hypothetical probes, imagined resignations, and theoretical financial scrutiny dominate discussion boards. Fans speculate about the potential cultural and professional consequences for Papoose, while commentators frame the narrative as a turning point in reality television. Celebrity accountability and family transparency. Every leak, every insider tip, every viral meme ensures that the story's momentum shows no signs of slowing. As the saga nears its dramatic conclusion, the picture is clear. The Papoose image of perfection has been shattered, and Dejanae Mackie has emerged as a fearless voice confronting secrecy, control, and emotional manipulation. The consequences, both real and imagined, ripple across social media, reality TV storylines, and public perception. Breaking news alerts, trending hashtags, and viral videos ensure that the conversation remains alive, intensifying the spectacle and ensuring that audiences remain captivated. And as the viewers watch, discuss, and speculate, one unavoidable truth emerges. This scandal is more than a viral moment. It is a cultural reckoning, a dramatic expose, and an unmasking of a public persona that hid a world of alleged secrets, control, and late-night chaos. The story is alive, relentless, and evolving, and the world is left to grapple with the fallout, the unanswered questions, and the profound shock of a narrative that no one saw coming. So, what now? After nights of secrecy, alleged manipulation, and shocking revelations, Dejanae Mackie has stepped forward and shattered the image of the father everyone thought they knew. Papoose's carefully curated persona is in pieces, and the world is left asking, how much of what we see is real, and how much is just a performance? Will there be responses, denials, or a desperate PR scramble? Will legal actions follow, or will the story fade quietly into gossip? The questions are endless, and the answers remain hidden, at least for now. But here's the thing, this isn't just a story about one family or one celebrity. It's a wake-up call about trust, power, and the hidden realities behind perfect social media images. Dejanae's voice has broken the silence, and the digital world is paying attention. Fast, relentless, and unapologetic. We want to hear from you. What do you think about these shocking revelations? Is this a cautionary tale about control and secrecy? Or is it the ultimate celebrity drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with everyone who needs to see it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned because the story is far from over, and we'll be here spilling every shocking detail as it unfolds.